So just like how seasons change, Kanye is back with yet another online rant that we're still not sure if it will affect him or not. Do a lot more people hate him now? Yeah, but I mean, you can only fill up a cup so much before it starts overflowing, and right now, Kanye cannot receive any more hate that will affect his career in the way it already has. But maybe he has reached a tipping point. Maybe. So I'm going to come out right now and say this. This happened because they banned him from the Grammys after he showed up uninvited. 1000%. He thought he gained enough popularity since the last time they banned him in 2020 that he could just waltz on in with his naked girlfriend and cause another scene. You guys might not know this, but someone like Kanye does not show up somewhere uninvited unless he is prepared to make a scene. Phase 1, naked wife. Phase 2, we never got to see that, but best believe me, it was there. He has an album coming out, and making another scene at the Grammys is good publicity for someone like Kanye. Unfortunately, his plan B has been atrocious. And by that, I mean he is back to disrespecting Jewish people, and this couldn't have come at a worse time. They have a whole Super Bowl campaign promoting anti-hate paid for by the very people he's disrespecting. And because he isn't signed to anyone, he doesn't have to answer to someone above him, stuff like this is going to continue to happen. And look, I can prove his tweets that I'm about to show you were a direct cause of the Grammy ban. And this is as of right now because tomorrow he could delete his account like nothing happened, but on February 1st, he made 14 tweets, none of which would lead anyone to be concerned. The next day, on February 2nd, was when the Grammy incident happened. He then tweeted 2 times on February 4th, and then on February 6th, the caps lock came on and hasn't been off since. He first tweets out "Free Puff," meaning P. Diddy, and once he had everyone's attention, he's like, "I love Ty Dolla $ign. When I was canceled, no one showed up for me other than Ty. Every single other person waited for it to be safe. People wanted me to be in a good standing with the Jews. Then they came around. That dude better than everybody anyway." Dog, Ty Dolla $ign hasn't dropped a solo album since 2020. His whole career, it depends on working with other people. Trust me, if he wasn't Kanye's sidekick, we wouldn't be hearing about him this much. He knows when he's got a good thing for him, and Ty isn't stupid. If he can get all the attention Kanye is getting without getting all the backlash, then he'll do that all day, every day, until it runs out. But that was the first tweet. For the next 12 hours, he would tweet out things that I don't even want to repeat. Some of them even blocked by Twitter because they're too hateful. And you guys know with how Elon is running Twitter, to have your tweet be censored means that you're an actual piece of shit. And even then, his tweet was censored for using the word Jews in a derogatory way. But then the tweet that says "fat bitches are sex offenders" is still up. But like I said, for the next 12 hours, this dude would tweet out about Michael Jordan's jersey numbers almost being the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but he says, "Okay, here's some shit I peeped out a couple weeks ago. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. It would have been perfect if the number 12 was 1, but it's interesting nonetheless." This dude is having the same realizations a fucking middle schooler would have. What do you mean it's interesting? That's like saying, "Okay, here's some shit I peeped out a few weeks ago. 8 and 24. It would have been perfect if the number 24 was 9, but it's interesting nonetheless." But when he's not pondering some of life's greatest mysteries, he's tweeting out things like "good morning retards," as well as his classic "slavery was a choice" line. And I could sit here and go over each of his tweets one by one, but I'm afraid my video would get taken down. But other than the occasional tweet about Nazis and how he's now calling women a gay slur, this is kind of classic Kanye, meaning that he's going to end all of this being like, "Ha, I got you for the 100th time in a row for the same thing." Like, I shit you not, as I'm getting screenshots ready for this last night so I can start editing the video today, he tweets out, "I won. I tweeted pretty much everything I felt like for about 12 hours and I still have my Twitter, and most importantly, my billions. Thank you everyone for participating in this social experiment." Then he says, "Thank you to all these people. Thank you to my fellow rappers, all black women, all gays, all Jews, all gay Jews, all gay Jew rappers, N-words, internet trolls, and neurodivergents. And a special thank you to Elon. I actually love everybody, especially fat women." Now obviously this wasn't a social experiment, and he realized that people weren't defending him like they used to be, saying, "Oh, this is just classic Kanye," kind of like what I just did. But it's kind of like classic Kanye. I'm not saying it is. I miss the old Kanye like you guys do. But instead of saying that stuff, people are now saying "fuck off" and "good riddance." Like, this isn't really the kind of thing I care about, but Travis Scott unfollowed Kanye, which got Kanye to tweet out whatever the fuck this means. And I like how he's acting like what he tweeted was going to get his account banned. Dog, there are people who literally tweet out the N-word like they get paid to do so. Nobody cares about you making a couple of fat and gay jokes. Any episode of South Park is more offensive than anything you tweeted out. And then again, as I'm recording this, actually, I looked up some stuff. as I'm recording this, but apparently he didn't like that he said social experiment and just went back to tweeting nonsense. And then he shared a link that I was kind of scared to click on, but it was just a red note link, and this is what he says.
Yeah, I just want to thank everybody. I want y'all to hear it directly from me so you know this is me on my Twitter the whole time. Just to be able to purge, just to be able to express yourself in this world with all these things that people tell you not to say and things that you're going to lose. Like, I feel so liberated to be in a position where you could just say this shit. It's like say shit you used to say in high school. You know, you want to say something, but you're like, nah, I can't do this. I'm about to get me too. Somebody's going to quit. Somebody's not going to like me when I go to the restaurant and shit. And it's just like, at a certain point, man, you just get so wound up and you just gotta express yourself, especially, man, there'd be so much woke shit or whatever they got, I shouldn't even use that word at all. But when I talk about the Nazi shit, the Hitler shit, it's not just a statement of Jews and Gentiles. I don't even know what that means halfway, but it's it's more about freedom of expression. It's oh, you can say I'm gonna kill somebody, I'm gonna fuck your bitch, blah, blah, but then you can't say this over here. And I'm just huh? What? You could put this on a t-shirt, but you can't put that on a t-shirt. I'm like, what?
Guys, this is a 47-year-old man just now realizing that he doesn't like censorship. And guys, this video is 2 minutes long, but he just starts talking about nonsense. Yeah, dog, you can say what you want, but the rest of us who have bosses and things we can't afford to lose can't.
You put a man on the moon, Mr. Kaufman. You know what I'm saying? Jim Carrey, the GOAT, the God, the alien.
So go ahead and keep going on your little rants as if anything I said was going to stop you. But yeah, guys, probably the weirdest social experiment that has ever been conducted on humans. Until tomorrow, Monday. Peace.